Love Nation, what's going on? Happy Friday. Starting the weekend out with some wonderful news. We have Zayne DeSouza, in-state talent, committing to the Buffs. He's going to be our seventh commitment in the class of 2025. Tight end with college size already. 6'5", 260 pounds. You'll see he's listed as an athlete. We'll show some of his highlights here in just a minute, but somebody that I think has enough speed, skill to still play tight end at the college level. Apparently, he, according to Adam Munstertiger, really impressed in one of the camps that they had over the summer, got the offer, and now you see he's committed to be above Loveland Colorado, but has some ability to possibly transition to offensive tackle if he wants to do that later in his career. We'll just have to see how his senior year turns out, but thrilled to have him as a Buff. Number 3 prospect in Colorado, according to 24/7. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But let's go ahead and run some of the highlights and talk through Zayne DeSouza. Welcome to the Buffs. Happy to have you here. Let's go ahead and run this. Number 87, you'll see he is a massive body. Again, 6'5", 260 pounds. He's got some wheels to him as well. And as we run these highlights, I'll go ahead and read some of 24/7's scouting report on him as well. So Greg Biggins, national recruiting analyst for 24/7, was saying of Zayne, it has been a strong offseason for Zayne DeSouza, and he was one of our top performers at the Under Armour Next Camp in Utah back in June. He has a huge frame, 6'6", 6'6", not 6'5", 260 pounds, but showed really good body control, hands, and the ability to separate from linebackers and corners, as you're able to see in this video. He has a huge catch radius, strong hands, and caught everything thrown at him. He was quick off the line, showed a good initial burst as well as the physicality to bully opposing defenders who tried to press him. With his size and ability to move, there might be some thought that DeSouza eventually growing into an offensive tackle, but he showed enough athleticism to stay at tight end and should be a tough matchup problem at the next level. Absolutely love to see that, and I think that he's a guy that you can have him line up in line, which is fantastic. Campbell saying the Buffs got a bruiser, the herd is beefing up. You're absolutely right. Good underrated pickup, says TK. Yes, and he's somebody I love the fact that a highly rated guy in state, again, number 3 prospect in Colorado, not too far away, like 30, 40 minutes away from Boulder, out in Loveland, Colorado. And I think, yeah, he can get downfield. He already has that size you're looking for out of a college tight end. I mean, he might be bigger than all the tight ends that we have on the roster right now, or the same size as somebody like Sam Hart, transfer from Ohio State. Lonnie Johnson, thank you so much for the kind $2 super chat, saying welcome back to the Big 12 CU. Yes, we're happy to be there along with BYU. It's a bummer that we don't play y'all till next year, but it is what it is. Thank you so much. The Big 12 logo just looks so much better on those jerseys than the Pac-12, doesn't it? So thank you so much. It's great to be back. I hope CU can keep him, though. Yeah, again, you got to recruit your commits as well, especially in today's recruiting era, and you got to recruit your own players now, so to speak. It is kind of like AAU. A lot can change from year to year until we have some of this contract stuff finalized. My guess is over the next couple of years, you'll see that kind of come into place. But let's take a look at some of his stats. Junior year this past year, he played in 11 games, had 19 receptions for 330 yards. That's a 7 average, as you can see. He's a beast after the catch. He's somebody that can block well. He's somebody that is able to be physical off of the line, somebody that's going to be able to really help in the run game. And I would imagine, even though we see 10 personnel as our base, 4 wide receivers, a running back this year. I imagine even if Juju Lewis or somebody else is the quarterback next year, that might have, some good arm talent that could project into a really good college quarterback. I think in 2025, you could see us running some, 11 personnel with a running back and a tight end on the field, more so as our base. So having somebody that's able to be a threat in the pass game as well as supplement in the run game as well, in the blocking, that's going to be really important. Look how quickly he gets downfield there. Big time target. And I love the fact Cordell Russell, Omari Miller, a handful of these guys that we're bringing in here or have committed, they're going to be big targets in the red zone. All those guys are like 6'3", 6'4", 6'6", right? So it's going to help a young quarterback having big targets to throw to. And I don't think the size is a coincidence. That seems to be a theme that we're recruiting here on the offensive side of the ball, guys that can help in the pass game. Big time bodies to throw to. Man, I absolutely love this. Yes, and we got another tight end, a little bit more slender, but just as tall, Corbin Lejour from Tennessee. He is committed as well. A little bit more of just that prototypical receiving tight end, but I think can contribute in the blocking as well. We'll have to see how he develops, but I love the fact Barrel, you're pointing this out, starts out as a great blocker, catches the ball in crowd, can get deep. Great pickup, yeah. Again, having a guy that's 6'6" that can get deep like this should not be taken for granted. I love the fact that he's committed to the Buffs, and we'll have to see how he progresses as a receiver throughout his time. Again, not a ton of reception data to go off of. 19 receptions last year, 330 yards, but that 17.4 yards per catch is substantial. So I love it. Hey, Bishop, what's going on? David Talk Menu, grilled T-bone steak with onions, green pepper, grits, cream corn. Bishop, I need a meal from you. I need a tailgate meal from you at some point. Me and Rawhide, we definitely need it. But yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is on the menu. He's definitely a T-bone steak type of prospect, no doubt about it. Leisha S. and Z says, so what will it take for the Buffs to be looked at as champion contenders? What do you think of all the new additions? Well, I think the biggest thing that's going to help us is probably just getting some, wins on the board. That's nothing crazy. I think if we're able to get off to a hot start, people are definitely going to be looking at us as contenders in the Big 12. And if we're able to get some of those conference matchups down as victories for us, Baylor, UCF will be a substantial victory if we could go on the road and beat UCF. That would be substantial. But I think we got enough pieces to be one of those contenders. We'll just have to see how, again, it all clicks together. I think we got some better athletes. Still got some question marks at the defensive line, linebacker position, although I'm feeling so much better about those position groups than I did last year. We'll just have to see how it all comes together. But right now I got the Buffs going 8-4, and I would love it if they could exceed those expectations. That would be phenomenal. But let's go ahead and take a look at right now what the 25 class looks like. So he's our 7th commit. We got Chauncey Gooden, guard, coming in here from Tennessee. Quinnell Farrakhan Jr., 4-star wide receiver out of Houston, committed. Alex Graham, of course, from IMG, cornerback. Mantrez Walker, linebackers. Zayne DeSouza, who we're talking about today, 86 overall. Athlete, projects as a tight end right now, but could move to offensive tackle at some point. Corbin Lejour, 6'5", 225 pounds out of Tennessee. And then we got Jay Gardenhire, offensive tackle. I think you'll see his rating go up now. moving over from New Jersey to play at West Bloomfield, Michigan this year. 6'8", 350 pounds. I think we're off to a great start. We have Evan Haynes announcing his commitment next week right here. And then, of course, Julian Lewis posted yesterday his official offers that he got now that he's going into a senior season from USC and Colorado. Nothing has changed officially on that front yet, but we'll have to see. It's August now, so he said he's gonna be finalizing or reaffirming his commitment or whatever before the season starts. He wants to get that out of the way. So hopefully we see a flip. That's right. Hopefully we see a flip here sometime soon. And Evan Haynes commit to the Buffs as well. Out of Roswell, Georgia, 6'3", another big-time wide receiver talent, big body to throw to. So, yeah, I think things are looking up. It's nice to have some news to talk about today. 25 class don't have any D linemen. Yeah, hopefully we're able to go and get some here soon. Still early on in the process, but my hope is that we'll see the class this year, the high school class, be 15 to 20. That's what I was hoping for. It was last year, smaller than that. I was hoping we'd get to 8 wins last year. I'm just doubling down. I was just a year early, guys, with all my predictions. So, yeah, we'll go after and get some D linemen, I'm sure. We got a lot of upperclassmen in the front seven, and so that's going to have to be a focus, no doubt. Rawhide, what is going on? Hope you're doing well, man. Let's do a show next week. J Motion, any potential 5 stars besides Juju right now? I don't know anybody that we're like warm with that's a 5-star. I think once we get this quarterback stuff out of the way, then we'll start to focus on some other players. But I do think you'll see the recruiting heat up throughout the season, especially if we're able to string together some win streaks. I think, yeah, seeing some of those wins then behind everything else that we got going on here, I think you'll see more blue chip guys want to look at CU and come play ball for us. So the more wins we get, the better. I think we're off to a fantastic start before the season's even begun. So we got 7 guys here, and most of these guys I do feel good about. But again, we have 5 months till December, 6 months till National Signing Day, right? Something like that. 4 months, 5 months. I can't count right now. It's too early. But guys, I got to get going. I got to head off to another meeting. I apologize. I haven't been on lately. Work has been busy, but want to welcome Zayne DeSouza to the Buffs, baby. Absolutely love it. A 0 to 60 guy. Trains with Matt McChesney as well, so love to see that. And we'll have to see who we add next. Is it going to be Evan Haynes? Is it going to be Julian Lewis? Is it going to be another guy to fill in on the offensive line for this year? Since we've had, I'm already forgetting his name, Ethan Boyd. I guess he's not retired. That's what he said, but he's not on the team. So what's he doing? Is he playing football this year? Are you playing football this year, Ethan Boyd? Because you're not playing for the Buffs. So are you retired or not, man? Anyways, I don't know why I'm getting so fired up about that. But y'all have a wonderful day. I'll be back and we got some more news going on. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.